I got a message saying my husband is cheating on me. The message was from his ex-girlfriend's best friend. So a bit of background. He and I have been together 6 years. We have a pretty solid relationship, never get into arguments with each other. He's very open and will openly express how he's feeling or what he's thinking, and we are always on the same page of things. Before we got together, husband lived across the country about 4 states away. We met because of a workhorse, and we hit it off right away, so kept in touch for the next year via text until he decided he wanted to be with me. So he transferred his job over to the city I lived in. We've been together ever since, and things have been dandy. A year before we dated, husband dated this chick Charlene for about 2 years until she left him. I knew about her, but have never met her or even given her a thought until a few months into our relationship when husband received a text from her. Charlene texted him to say she thinks I hacked into her social media profiles. He asked her why this was, and she didn't give much of a reason other than to say she's been hacked. So I handed over my devices to husband to show him I definitely did not hack into any of her profiles. I don't even know how to do that. So he texted her saying sorry, but it wasn't me, and he didn't know who it was, and that was that. Then a few days later, husband started getting weird texts and calls from people he didn't know, saying odd, vulgar things. We didn't know why till his friend told him Charlene posted a status with his phone number saying, "This person has hacked into my profiles and is stalking me." Husband doesn't have her on social media, so he had no idea. Nothing really came of it. He managed to block the numbers, and thankfully the harassment didn't last. Flash forward to 5 years now, and we haven't heard from or about Charlene at all, and promptly forgot about it. Husband's sister just had a baby in the town husband originally came from / where Charlene lives, and since he hasn't been there in like 6 years, we decided to go down to see his family. We go down, and everything is cool. He reaches out to some of his old pals to say hey, and we meet a few of them. Over the next few days, I get random friend requests from girls I don't know, 2 girls, who are from this small town. It shows husband isn't a mutual friend with any of them, and I ask him who these girls are, and he says he doesn't really know, but one seems familiar, and he might have gone to school with one. I think it's weird and just delete their requests. Then the next night, I get a message request on Instagram. It's from a different girl I don't know that also lives in this town. She straight up tells me she knows my husband from childhood and he's been messaging her on Tinder. She sent me screenshots of my husband messaging her saying he's around and wants to hook up or something. I immediately show my husband, of course, and right away he drops what he's doing and hands me his phone unlocked, tells me that isn't him, and he wants me to go through his phone so that I feel reassured. I go through everything, messages, Instagram, social media, etc. I look at his apps, there's no Tinder. I go to his search bar, still no Tinder. He opens his app store to show me it's not downloaded. He downloaded Tinder and entered his phone number into the login. From where I'm from, if you go to login and type in your number, it just sends you a code to log in with, and it didn't have his number registered. We look at the messages again, and he recognizes the girl as one of Charlene's best friends from college. Now, there are a few odd things with the Tinder screenshots this chick sends me. It says husband's account is verified with a little check mark. His profile picture on Tinder is a really old one from his brother's Facebook, like 3 or 4 years old. His brother is the only one still friends with Charlene on Facebook, and it's the only lone photo of husband on brother's profile. It's a photo husband actually hates because he's not smiling and he has his tongue out, but his brother keeps it up anyways to bug him despite husband asking him before to delete it to no avail. The way husband talks in the Tinder screenshot is a bit different than how he usually texts to me in general. It's very expressive, "Hey, how are you? Remember me?" Smiley face, and he usually doesn't type like that. But here's the one thing that's just weird that makes me feel uneasy. The message exchanges on Tinder are throughout the day, gradually, and not back and forth right away. It just happens that whenever husband replies, it was the only 2 times we weren't together during the day. Like this. Husband at 2:30 p.m. "Hey, how are you? Remember me?" Girl, "Yeah. Hey, what's up?" Husband at 4:54, "Not much, just visiting my sister." Smiley face. So at 2 o'clock, I had ran to the grocery store and was texting husband what I should grab for his sister's house. That's why I know the time. At 4-ish, we arrive at sister's, and after helping with supper, husband uses the bathroom. He's not in there long, but I sent him a text with the poop emoji to be silly. That was at 4:53. So the fact that it's around the same times where I'm not around him is unnerving. Though the screenshots show they talk for longer after, but I can't see the times for the rest of the convos, and frankly, I don't want to message this girl and ask for more, because it all seems sketchy. Naiwei's husband has never really been on his phone in general this whole trip, so it's not like I see him sitting in the corner constantly texting. The people we met up with from his school the other day are close friends with Charlene and girl who messaged me. So they could have easily told him we were there and we were visiting his sister. It's a bit of a weird coincidence that this girl who's friends with Charlene happens to reach out to me while we are down for the first time in 6 years, specifically to visit his sister. We also just purchased a condo together 3 days before, and so it doesn't make sense at all why husband would decide to cheat on me now. Not to mention, why would he decide to hook up with Charlene's friend while I'm with him on this trip, lol? Why would he use that super old photo from Facebook that Charlene has access to? Plus, he surrendered his phone immediately and showed me everything once I talked to him. The only thing that rattles my brain is the profile verification and the times the messages were sent. Update. Message this girl saying, oh, that's weird because husband actually didn't have his phone on in the last few days since he dropped it. Her response was, oh, okay. Welcome. Update. Just really quickly, my last post got capped because I didn't use a throwaway account. For some reason, I thought it didn't matter if I use a throwaway or not, as I don't care if anyone tracked me, but Reddit capped it, so I thought I could use a throw-RA account to update it. From what I can tell, this should be allowed, so I guess we'll find out. So it's not too big an update, but it's enough to definitely confirm my husband is totally innocent and bitches be crazy. So a few days have gone by since that woman messaged me, and I was telling my sister-in-law about the whole thing as we were visiting them last night, and I showed her the messages from that crazy chick. Now in my original, I mentioned how I've been getting follow requests on Instagram from girls I didn't know in that town, and just proceeded to ignore them. This is true, but I realized I got a detail mixed up. The woman who messaged me to say husband was cheating had messaged me through Facebook, not Instagram. My bad. So anyways, I show sister-in-law the Facebook message from that girl, and she asks who she is. Husband said he didn't recognize her name at all, but her face seems familiar, so he thinks it must be Charlene's bestie from college. He had only briefly met her once right before the split. Sister-in-law mentions how strange it is that the name is so generic and how there's absolutely nothing on her Facebook profile. The name on the Facebook was something like Sarah Smith, the most generic name out there. Brother-in-law goes to Charlene's Facebook and searches to see they, Sarah and Charlene, aren't friends on Facebook. We dig through this Sarah chick some more to see they're no friends, no cover photo, no statuses/birthday, nothing. And it says the Facebook profile was created the day she messaged me. We think it's definitely Charlene behind that account. She specifically made it to reach out and message me. I just never thought to view her profile at all. Someone in the Reddit comments before had mentioned to me maybe those girls on Instagram trying to add me might be fake accounts made by Charlene or her friends. I thought there's no way she would go that far, and just thought nothing of it. But maybe they were right, because it was about an hour after I denied the Instagram followed that Sarah Smith messaged me on Facebook. So, bitches do be crazy after all. I didn't think Charlene would ever take anything that far. Faking Tinder messages, okay. But also faking a Facebook profile? Y'all were right. I apologized to husband for even feeling the slightest doubt for a second, and he said it was completely fine. He understands completely and doesn't blame me, and if I ever feel uncomfortable about anything, I'm free to ask for his phone or talk to him. But seeing as in the amount of years we've been together, I never needed to go through his phone, I don't think I'll need to start now. Now it's a good story for us to laugh at, and jokes on Charlene because this just ended up making us closer than before. TLDR, husband is definitely innocent, and ex-girlfriends can be crazy. Who would have thought?